Assalamualaikum. My name is Awatif Nazirah Binti Mohamad Nazri. My student ID is 2019284656. We are from class CS1434D.
Assalamualaikum. My name is Husna Binti Muhammad Saat and my student ID is 2019261992.
Assalamualaikum. My name is Nasihah Binti Mazuki. My student ID is 2019228338.
Assalamualaikum. My name is Nurul Faqihah Binti Johan. My student ID is 20192334 and 122.
Hi and Assalamualaikum. My name is Ainur Binti Ahmad Dimyati. My student ID is 2019446382.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Hidayah binti Mohamad Samuri. My student ID is 2019222442.
The title of our project is Purchase of Nintendo Games Database System. There are several problems faced by Nintendo. The first problem is the difficulty of receiving a quick response by the company after the registration is done by the customer. The company may be having network problems to respond all the applications made from customers. This is because Nintendo is getting requests from worldwide, and it may be difficult for the worker to give quick responses to the customer. Therefore, some customers will give up on registering since it takes time. Next, the second problem faced by Nintendo is the problem of security information, where the payment information security of the customers will be exposed to the risk of leaked data. When the security of Nintendo's data is compromised by the others, the record of Nintendo will be affected and the customers will be offended. And lastly, the third problem is the customer may not be able to access the game because of the late receipt of the redemption code. The reason is because it will become lagging and lead to a system error. Next, database objective. The first objective of the database is to avoid data redundancy. Customer files may be stored in a file storage system by the same administrator. If a customer makes multiple purchases from the company, their name may be entered multiple times. Duplicate customer name entries are considered redundant data. The next objective is to improve customer satisfaction. Customers' process of purchasing their selected games will be smooth when the system runs smoothly without jamming or lagging, even though there are many customers using the service at the same time. For example, customers do not have to wait too long to get the code. Finally, the objective is to protect customers' information. Customers can be paranoid when it comes to exposing their account's information. By convincing the customer that the system is safe and protected, customers will feel safe and do not have to worry when using the system, thus increasing customers' trust. For example, there is a notification at the top of the website that the website is protected and secure.
I will present about our ERD, and the title is Purchase of Nintendo Games Database System. We can see that this ER diagram have 5 entities, which is staff, redemption, customer, payment, and game. In staff table, the primary key is staff ID. In redemption table, the primary key is red code, which is redemption code, and the foreign key are staff ID and game ID. Next, in customer table, the primary key is customer ID. Then, in payment table, the primary key is payment account and the foreign key is customer ID. Last entity is game. The primary key is game ID and the foreign key is customer ID. Based on the ERD, obviously this is weak relationship because all the entity does not contain PK component of parent entity. The ERD also has strong entities.
Next, we will create a table. First, create table staff. Create table staff. Staff ID Vacha 10 primary key. Staff F name Vacha 50 not null. Staff L name Vacha 50 not null. Staff date of birth date not null. Staff hire date not null. staff phone, baca 15, not null.
The second table is customer table. Create table customer, bracket, cus_ID, baca 12, primary key, cus_FName, baca 10, not null, cus_LName, baca 15, not null, cus_phone, baca 15, cus_DOB, date not null, cus_email, baca 30, and the last one is cus_address, baca 40.
To create the game table, first we need to insert the primary key of this game table, which is the game ID, and then follow up with the other attributes, which is the game name, game type, game storage, game rating, and lastly the foreign key of this table, which is the customer ID. So we highlight all of those attributes and run it, and there we get it, the game table.
For redemption table, create table redemption, rate_code, varchar 10 unique not null, start_time, varchar 5, end_time, varchar 5, rate_date, date not null, staff_ID, varchar 10, game_ID, varchar 10, foreign key, staff_ID, reference, staff_ID, foreign key, game_ID, reference, game_ID.
Last one, we create table payment. Create table payment, pay account baca 20 unique not null, pay type baca 20, pay date, date not null, pay time baca 5, pay amount baca 10, cus ID baca 12, foreign key cus ID, reference customer cus ID.
So the first question for simple query is, write a SQL statement to display payment account, payment amount, and customer ID, where the payment amount is not between $5 and $10. The first thing that we need to input is the information that is needed, which is the payment amount, the payment account, and customer ID. Where can we get all of this information? So we put from payment, since we can get all of this information in the payment table. And lastly, the question that we need to answer, which is where the payment amount is not between $5 and $10. Put all of this together and we get it, the answer for this question. The second question for simple query is, write a SQL statement to display payment account, payment amount, payment date, and customer ID, where payment date is after the 1st October 2019. So first we need to input the information that is needed, which is the payment account, payment amount, payment date, and customer ID. And then we need to answer the question, which is payment date is after the 1st October 2019. Put it all together and run it, and there we got it, the answer for this question.
The next one is column function. The first question is, write a query to show the average payment amount. Display average value that greater than $3.99. To answer this problem, we have to select pay_amount, AVG, in bracket pay_amount as average. From payment, group by pay_amount having AVG in bracket pay_amount greater than 3.99. The next question is, display the redemption code of all game and total number of end time they have sent. Use total end time for calculated column. Sort the output according redemption code in ascending order. To answer this problem, we have to select rate_code, sum, in bracket n_time as total end time. From redemption, group by rate_code, order by rate_code A as C.
The first question in John query that I'm gonna show you is, write a query to display the payment amount, customer first and last names, and the date they make payment for the game. Order the result by the date they make the payment. The answer for the question is, select p.pay_amount, c.customer_fname, C.customer_lname pay_date from customer C payment P where C.customer_ID equal to pay.customer_ID order by pay date. The second question is for all projects that have a payment type beginning with credit, list payment type, payment amount, and customer email. List identical rows once. Order the list by payment type and then by customer email. The command for the question is select distinct p.pay_type, p.pay_amount, c.customer_email from payment P, customer C, where p.customer_ID equal to c.customer_ID and p.pay_type like credit percent and we use apostrophe there. Order by p.pay_type, c.customer_email. The third question is write a SQL statement to make a list with staff first name, staff last name, staff number, phone, redemption code, and what date that they send the redemption code to the customer. Order the result by the redemption code. So the answer is select r.read_code, r.read_date, s.staff_fname, s.staff_lname, s.staff_phone from staff S, redemption R, where s.staff_id equal to r.staff_id, order by r.read_code. Okay, the fourth question. Write a query to display the customer ID number, customer address, the name of the game that they buy, and game storage where the game storage is more than 11 GB. Sort the result according to customer ID ascending. The command for the question is select c.customer_ID, c.customer_address, g.game_name, g.game_storage from customer C, game G, where c.customer_ID equal to g.customer_ID and g.game_storage more than 11 GB. Order by c.customer_ID ASC. The last question is display the game ID, redemption code, game rating, the start and the end game, and the end time when the customer will get the redemption code where only required high game rating. Sort the result according to the game ID descending. The answer to the question is select g.game_id, r.rate_code, g.game_rating, r.start_time, r.end_time from game G, redemption R, where j.game_id equal to r.game_id and g.game_rating equal to height. Order by g.game_id. This DESC.
Next is sub-queries. The first question is list staff ID, staff first name, staff last name, staff date of birth of all the staff that have hire date after 5 May 2015. So, we select staff ID, staff F name, staff L name, staff DOB from staff, where staff hire date in select staff hire date from staff, where staff hire date more than 5 May 2015. The next question is display the first and last name of all customers and total payment amount who have paid in total less than the average payment amount in total during 2019. So we select cast F name, cast L name, sum pay amount as sum pay. From customer C, payment P, where C customer ID equal to P customer ID, and pay date between 1st January 2019 and 31st December 2019, group by cast F name, cast L name, having some pay amount more than select average pay amount from pay.
In summary, Nintendo Games database system purposely is convenient for customers to register their account before proceeding with game payment after purchasing the chosen games and waiting for redemption code that be applied by Nintendo staff. Since a few customers are having a problem of receiving quick response when purchasing games, Nintendo's hired more staff in managing the application process made by customers and improvising their network connection. Besides, in order to protect their customer details from leaking when the customer makes a payment, security systems are upgraded to be more secure and less risky. As well as late receipt of the redemption code by customers, Nintendo's designer system can develop the file system as the number of files increase. Therefore, the database system in Nintendo makes customer dealing with some purchases easier and overcome all the problems that occur. Thank you.